I'm FOX54's Ken McCoy, welcoming you to the Week in Review, a local look at headlines from the past 7 days. Here's just what's coming your way this weekend. Huntsville's finest canine officers show off their skills in a national competition. You'll see just how well they fared. And bridge work on Interstate 65 in Morgan County came as a burden as well as a blessing to those who commute and work near the Tennessee River Bridge. We'll explain how that works. And also, flag football is a growing trend in Alabama high schools, and girls take up the sport. We have one such team from Austin High School. You'll meet them a little bit later in the show. Our top story this week involves the cryptocurrency called Bitcoin, and a social media post allegedly made by an Athens man that caused the price of Bitcoin to first soar and then plummet. And now he faces major legal repercussions.
And a hacking case with global implications, and it leads investigators to a home in Athens, Alabama, here in the Tennessee Valley. This morning, the FBI arresting a local man in connection with the case. FOX54 Simon Williams tells us the development follows 9 months of investigation.
The Department of Justice says Eric Council Jr. hacked into the social media account of the Securities and Exchange Commission back in January to post information that sparked a surge in the price of Bitcoin. Council was arrested this morning following an indictment handed up in August. The government contends that Council, likely working with others, took over the X account belonging to the SEC and published bogus information that spiked the value of Bitcoin until the regulatory agency could regain control and post this message, telling the world and those Bitcoin buyers that the account had been compromised and an investigation was underway. We know now that investigation led to Athens and Eric Council Jr., a 25-year-old man who allegedly used online monikers such as Ronin, a giant schnauzer, and Easy Money. He's scheduled to appear in a North Alabama U.S. District Court tomorrow. Simon Williams, Fox 54 News.
This past weekend was the annual Rocket City Pride Festival, which celebrates the history and rights of the LGBTQIA community in North Alabama. But it wasn't without controversies, as our Kanisha Dees explains.
In less than 24 hours,
good to meet you.
This picnic was planned by a community.
I know you said this was your first, and I'm happy that we could be here for you.
Hoping that all who come feels welcome no matter who they are.
We're just a group of friends that wanted to get together and have a Pride Day event.
This group, initially set on participating at Rocket City Pride Fest at the Orion Amphitheater, decided not to attend at all. It's because of this post, published on Thursday, bringing attention to another group's participation, the Log Cabin Republicans of Huntsville.
The community outcry was instant, and it was loud, and it was persistent.
This chapter, a conservative LGBT group, was established earlier this year. Its chapter president shared posts like these about trans youth, upsetting a lot of people. Rocket City Pride issued this statement on Saturday, outlining the requirements for all political organizations participating at Pride Fest. If not, groups would be asked to leave and their invitation rescinded. But for Briar Wolf and many others,
the statement was not satisfactory, because for us, satisfactory would have been disinviting this group and never allowing them at any Pride events ever again.
And like Briar, Deanna Wolf feels like certain people in the queer community are left out.
Pride is about the people. It's about every single letter in the LGBTQIA+, and we won't drop any letters.
The group says they welcome everyone, families, friends, and all.
I am actually astounded that this is what Pride is. Not that. It's this.
Deanna says it's more than tears of joy, but tears of pride. And for both Briar and Deanna,
I couldn't think of a better way to spend my wedding anniversary with my wife.
12 years today.
So when asked, what's next?
We're going to find out what the need is, and then we're going to find out what needs to be done to fill it.
Clearly, we're capable of doing that.
Now, FOX54 also spoke with Andy Blaylock, local chapter president of the Log Cabin Republicans, for his viewpoint about this year's Pride Fest. He called into question the supposed statements that led to the alternative Pride venue. Here's a portion of what he had to say.
Well, everyone at the Log Cabin Republican says that we fight for the LGBT issues, but we fight within the Republican Party. It's important for everyone to note that we truly want everyone to have an opinion. It's good to have an opinion. Where the misinformation comes in is that we're not against the trans community. Many of us have trans members within the Log Cabin Republicans, but we are against conversion therapy to minors.
You can watch our full interview with Andy Blaylock right now on FOX54.com. City leaders broke ground on the Huntsville Police Department's new crime scene investigation facility. The new building across from HPD headquarters will allow teams to work faster and more efficiently. The new 14,000 square foot facility will be equipped with state-of-the-art labs, evidence processing areas, and vehicle processing bays, and give them the space to warehouse evidence that may be needed in the future. The total cost of the facility is over $9.6 million. Chief Kirk Giles explained some issues with the current facility that the new facility will address.
Well, just because we have one crime scene does not mean we still don't have crime going on in other places. So we may have multiple cases that bear the need of that same room that we're talking about. So in the area where they're working now, they're literally having to, okay, I can't process, do what I need to do with this until you're done with yours. And so that kind of slows things down.
Giles says the new facility will give them the space and resources to work more cases simultaneously to enhance community safety. It's expected to be completed in summer 2025.
State leaders come together to give a grant of $25,000 to Parkinson Dynamics today. The facility located at the Raymond Jones Community Center is home to multiple therapy programs for those who suffer from Parkinson's disease. The programs, which include rock steady boxing and multiple speech therapy programs. The grant will go back toward paying for gym equipment. We spoke to State Rep Rex Reynolds to learn how Parkinson Dynamics has impacted him and why he saw the need for a grant.
Yeah, it's absolutely vital to those that are here going through the boxing. I first saw this about 2 years ago, and I was just amazed. I had a friend going through the program, and he invited me down to see the program and see the success that they're doing. So certainly appreciate the legislature and the support of RC&D and the Cosby Group and their support. And this is what it's all about. That's the reason they are a line item in the general fund budget, is to reach out and touch community actions like this.
And if you wish to learn more about Parkinson Dynamics, you can visit FOX54.com.
Got an amazing group of people.
That's the sound of a community coming together today. It was all in support of a Grissom High School freshman seriously injured in a hit and run earlier this week. Good evening, I'm Ken McCoy. It's a story we first brought to you on Wednesday. Chandler Druin was seriously injured when he was hit by a car during cross-country practice. We've learned today that he has a long road of recovery ahead of him. He is still in the hospital with multiple broken bones. His family telling Fox 54 today that while what has happened was tragic, the way their community has stepped in to help has been overwhelming. The family sharing in part, quote, "We would love to say that Huntsville, Alabama is the most family-centric community we have seen. While it was a tragedy what happened, the outpouring of love and support has been incredible. Thank you for your continued support through this time." Huntsville police did arrest the driver in this accident. He is being held in the Madison County Jail on a $60,000 bond.
We have an update on a Huntsville teen seriously injured in a hit and run last week. Grissom High School freshman Chandler Druin, who you see there, received multiple broken bones in that accident. His mother today giving an update on Facebook. She shared that Chandler is awake and recovering after surgery. He suffered multiple broken bones, including his tibia, fibula, ribs, clavicle, and orbital bone. They are an important part of the Huntsville Police Department and one of the oldest units of their kind in the region. But the four-legged members of HPD who put their lives on the line to keep us safe got a chance recently to show off just a bit. This is the result. The local team taking home the hardware in one of the biggest competitions for K-9 units from across the U.S. Our Gabe Glassman caught up with Smoke and his handler, who are back from the bayou and sharing their success.
Meet Smoke. On most days, his job is making Huntsville a safer city. But once a year, this Dutch Shepherd, part of the Huntsville PD K-9 unit,
Yes, good boy,
gets to have some fun and so does his partner.
I've had a passion for dogs pretty much my whole life.
Smoke and his handler, Officer Adam Judy, are just back from Baton Rouge with some hardware from the United States Police Canine Association's National Field Trials.
I came in first place in obedience, and then I was able to get third place overall in total search.
The competition challenged many of the top canine units from across the country, 67 teams in all. And this competition was the best performance ever by an HPD squad.
Getting a perfect score in obedience is something I've always wanted to do.
Judy says he got a rough wake-up call when the news came in.
My trainer actually woke me up. I was taking a nap, and he made me come downstairs and see the scores, and I couldn't believe it.
The competition comes around only once a year. Training for trials, just part of the team's regimen.
You try to put them through as much as you can to challenge them so that when, it's life or death or someone may get hurt or injured, accidents don't happen.
Judy says having Smoke by his side has made him and his team better at their jobs.
I like the aspect of having a partner and being able to utilize him.
And their success doesn't boil down to one man and his best friend.
There's a rich history here of working police dogs, so it's very humbling, and it's a total team effort.
This year, that team competed in the criminal apprehension, suspect search, and article search categories. In Huntsville, I'm Gabe Glassman, Fox 54 News.
HPD had another K-9 unit compete in Baton Rouge as well. Officer Glazer and Quixote placed 8th overall.
Kyle Luter, the man accused of killing a 54-year-old Harvest man back in March, is due in court tomorrow after being found capable of standing trial. Until this week, Luter had been held in the Taylor Hardin Security Medical Facility undergoing psychiatric care and evaluation. With his hearing just hours away, here's what brought us to this point in the case. In March, deputies discovered the body of 54-year-old Derek Franklin Walls of Harvest after they were called to a home on the 1700 block of Capshaw Road. Officials say a physical altercation took place, ultimately resulting in the death of Walls. Court documents reveal on or about March 6, Walls was killed by blunt force by a hammer. As for the sexual torture charge, documents say the victim was still alive when he was brutally assaulted. In April, Luter was approved for further mental evaluation. Just this month, the court ordered that Luter be released from the ADMH and maintained on current medications at the Madison County Jail, where the Sheriff's Department will provide follow-up care as recommended by Taylor Hardin Secure Medical Facility. Although he has been found mentally capable to stand trial, prosecutors tell us there is still a possibility for Luter to plead insanity. We spoke with Calhoun College's Director of Paralegal Studies on what would have to be proven in this plea.
The insanity defenses in the United States have long been governed by a case out of the United States Supreme Court called McNaughton, and we refer to it as the McNaughton Rule. And for someone to not be culpable, meaning they're not guilty because of mental disease or defect, for them to be able to succeed in that defense, they would have to show under the McNaughton Rule that they either, that they were not able to understand the natural consequences of their actions because of a mental disease or defect. So in other words, you've got to have a recognized mental disease or defect that is affecting you to such a nature that at the time you did what you did, you could not understand that what you were doing, what would happen when you did what you did.
The hearing is set at 9 a.m. tomorrow at the Madison County Courthouse. We'll keep you updated as this case.
Tonight, we bring you breaking news from Huntsville City Schools. In a letter sent to parents yesterday, McNair Junior High School's principal shared that an 8th grader was taken into police custody. It's after attempting to bring multiple firearms into the school building. According to the principal, Principal Harris, the weapons were discovered during the school's weapon detection system screening process. Harris also shares that the student will not be returning to the school. He goes on to share in the letter in part, quote, "We ask for your continued support in ensuring students are unable to access weapons at home and checking your child's backpack before they leave for school." 10 years strong of recognizing music and education in the city of Huntsville. It's all thanks to a man named Microwave Dave. You might have heard of him. The city is celebrating him today. Music heard from far and wide in downtown Huntsville at the renovated lumber yard where Dave first started. And you can see these kids, the ones drumming away, the Huntsville drum line. It's for them. Microwave Dave says he's amazed at how far music education has come. Here's a listen.
Even 1 year was amazing. And the fact that it's still going and the foundation has gotten rolling, and we got a lot of these musicians are going into the schools and playing like this for the kids. The kids are getting to see real music in the schools.
It's all for the kids. And this is the first event at the newly renovated lumber yard. While we talk all things space, the U.S. Space and Rocket Center announced it will no longer be a part of the Associations of Science and Technology Centers reciprocal membership program. The program allows members of science centers or museums to get benefits such as free general admission to museums outside of their home area. The Space and Rocket Center sharing on its website that it will part ways with the program beginning November 1st. We did reach out to the USSRC, who shared this statement with us, saying in part, quote, "We have determined that membership in the ASTC reciprocal membership program has become too expensive to administer. We are instead investing in the experience for our members and visitors here at the Rocket Center." Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kenesha Dees. Bottleneck traffic, a pain for Morgan County commuters and long-haul drivers on I-65 over the weekend. This has been the trouble spot, a stretch of I-65 in Limestone and Morgan counties. And for the past 2 weekends, standstill traffic as construction narrowed the highway to a single lane. We have some very good news about the future, though. But first, our Gabe Glassman takes us to Priceville, a town making the best of a frustrating few weeks.
It took me 45 minutes Friday to get from the FOX54 exit to the Priceville exit at 7:30 at night.
For Cindy, the drive to work was a job of its own because of lane closures on a busy stretch of I-65. This aerial photo from the weekend shows what thousands had to deal with as they crept along the highway.
Over the last couple of weekends, it's been really packed. It's been backed up past our exit on down probably as far as the Hartselle exits.
Priceville Mayor Sam Heflin has noticed the traffic too.
Traffic's a little bit heavier because it's getting off here and they're trying to find their way around other directions to get into Huntsville or to go north.
But Heflin says it's also been a chance to make lemonade out of lemons. More traffic on the road meant more foot traffic for businesses.
This is a chance for us to make an impression that can be a lasting impression. It could be one of those things where we become the regular stop.
Just ask Highway 67 Roadhouse employees. They say they've seen more people come through their doors on the weekends.
Some are regulars, some just get on the horn and find out what's going on and where to stop.
There's a lot of people getting off right now because they're getting caught in that traffic, so they jump off here and they stop at our gas stations, they stop at our restaurants.
Truck drivers that are pulling over because they just can't get through anymore or they're stuck. We have a lot of truck drivers that will park at the truck stops and take an Uber here or even walk here and eat.
But those truckers and others can get those meals to go from now on. FOX54 learning today that crews got a lot done in those painful weekend sessions. So much so, the planned all-day closures scheduled for the next 2 weekends are off. AlDOT says drivers will see far less daytime congestion from here on. In Priceville, I'm Gabe Glassman, FOX54 News.
For daytime lane closures every weekend this month, but no more. You can expect less trouble from this point forward. And AlDOT officials tell us there are no plans for any daytime weekend closures like these for the rest of the construction project. Repairs to the Tennessee River Bridge on I-65 aren't expected to be done until spring 2026.
The director here at the Rosa Sharon Soup Kitchen says she's grateful that they're able to stay open, but she also admits that they're not out of the woods just yet and are asking for more community support.
This year has been really tough on us as far as financial donations.
The rise in operating costs presents a challenge. In a recent Facebook post, Teresa Wilson said the kitchen was in need of a miracle.
The economy is horrible and everybody's feeling it when we go to the grocery store and everywhere else. So it's no different here, but we rely on the community. We're not federally funded. We don't get any monies except from private donations and grants.
And while the response helped keep the door open and the kitchen cooking,
we have been pleading with the community for a few weeks now, and we have gotten such a great response, but we still need help.
They are looking at new ways to get food to those in need.
We're going to be providing an open pantry in lieu of hot meals right now, and that'll be outside. We'll have fruits, vegetables, meats, milk. Anybody who's struggling in the community can come on down and shop at our open pantry.
Donations normally tick up around the holidays, and Wilson is hoping that this year will be no different.
Our goal is to get to Thanksgiving because during the holidays, people donate more freely, and it usually sustains us all year long. So if we can make it to Thanksgiving, we'll be out of the woods.
Wilson says they serve around 400 people on Thanksgiving Day. In Huntsville, Ken McCoy, Fox 54 News.
Wow, and if you would like to make a donation to Rose of Sharon, information can be found at fox54.com.
If you didn't know, we actually get a second peek of severe weather through the fall, which is what today is all meant to highlight. It's Alabama's Fall Severe Weather Awareness Day, which is why we're bringing in Fox 54's very own expert chief meteorologist Jordan Dressman to make sure you're prepared. Jordan?
Yeah, it's really interesting as we head into the fall months, October, November, and then December. We kind of get in this pattern where we're still talking about that warm late summer air. You know, we get that air off the Gulf of Mexico, that warm, still humid air. Obviously, the exception to that rule is this week. But then as we get into those later months, specifically the month of November, we get these really big, powerful cold fronts that can move through North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee, and you end up getting a setup very similar to what we would see in the springtime, where these big, powerful cold fronts bring about the opportunity for strong and severe thunderstorms to the Tennessee Valley. And there's a noted uptick in the number of tornadoes through the later part of the year. First, here's our obvious severe weather season, March, April, and May. But then look what happens as we head into October, November, and December. Compared to the rest of the year, the summer months, there is an uptick in the number of tornadoes across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. This is between the years 1950 and 2023. So we get this secondary severe weather season in the month of November. Now, of course, it's not normally as active as the spring severe weather season, but you should still be prepared. You can scan the QR code to download the Fox 54 app. Always make sure you know where your NOAA weather radio is. Maybe you've lost that over the last couple of months. Television, of course, we're always going to be here right on Fox 54 and then on Fox 54 Plus if you have access to that. And you do if you have a Roku TV, Amazon, or even Apple TV. And then, of course, social media. You can always follow me on Facebook, Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Always make sure you have some sort of severe weather kit handy as well. I've listed a number of notable objects. First aid kit, always have your cell phone handy, helmet in case we're talking about anything tornadic.
We've learned from the Alabama Department of Public Health that Bob Jones High School in Madison had a confirmed case of tuberculosis. And we've learned about 92 reported TB cases in the state. 9 cases in Madison County, 6 in Marshall County, and 1 in Morgan County were reported last year. Our Kim McCoy spoke with the ADPH, who says cases in the state are rare and parents more than likely have nothing to worry about.
John Peck with Madison City Schools says that notifications were sent out to parents notifying them of the incident. However, he was unable to elaborate more on the matter. I talked to several parents just as pickup for the day began, who says they believe the school handled it the best they could. I also spoke with the Alabama Department of Public Health on how incidents like these are handled.
So once the case has been identified, they are removed from the school setting. So there's no further risk to the school. So our tuberculosis staff in Madison County have already reached out to the school. They've already talked about and decided on the people that may have been in close contact. In a situation like this, transmission is of, I would say, less risk because of the size and the space of the distance between people. And so those people are being identified if they may have been in close contact, and then screening, of course, being offered to any individuals who may have been in close contact.
As of right now, there have been no other cases of tuberculosis reported to the Alabama Department of Public Health from this incident. They say they will continue to monitor the situation and update as needed. In Madison, Kim McCoy, Fox 54 News.
So we now know there is a positive tuberculosis case, but what is TB and how contagious is it? We spoke with an infectious disease specialist from Huntsville Hospital to get those answers and more.
Somebody who's infected with tuberculosis, if they're coughing, it can transmit that in the air, and whoever in a close contact possibly can get infected with it. You know, the most common way of getting infected would be somebody who travel, somebody who get a family member who had tuberculosis, get exposed to it and get infected with it.
Tuberculosis is no mystery to doctors, who know it can spread easily through the air, making it a concern when the bacteria is introduced into a busy and densely populated place like a school. So why isn't there a vaccine for it? Well, there is.
In the old days, people have used what we call BCG, and it's been used worldwide, not in the United States, but the benefit of it and the efficacy is very variable, they found out.
If you might have come into contact with someone who has TB, it could be a while before you learn whether you're sick. It can take 4 to 6 weeks for TB to appear on a test.
You get exposed, it gets into the lung, and your body, depending on your immunity, can contain it easily. It can contain it, but not necessarily get rid of it completely. The blood test usually will tell you if it's a positive or negative test. If it's positive, it means you've been exposed to it or get infected. It doesn't differentiate between the two, but it definitely tells you you've been exposed to it at least.
If you have more questions or want to find more resources for TB, visit fox54.com.
All right, Madison County is adding a new school to their system for the first time in a decade. Officials broke ground today on what will be Sparkman Intermediate School, serving students in the Harvest and Tony area. This new site will serve 4th through 6th grade students. We talked to MCSS officials about the situation and the excitement of finally being able to add a new school to the mix.
Our elementary schools at Harvest and Madison Crossroads was overcrowded, so we decided to go ahead and move forward with this project. We'll also bring our 6th graders from Sparkman Middle School.
What we need to do is we need to alleviate everything, all 3 of those schools. I don't even know how to even verbalize it because, you know, we didn't think we were going to be able to see a school built. I've been in this district for 29 years, and it's like, you know, I can remember the last time we built a school. Talking about it's one thing, but when you drive out to the site and you see it all, it gives you a whole different feeling of what we're doing here.
Has officially started, and the new school is slated to open in the 2026-27 school year.
Now, Fox 54 Top Teacher, sponsored by Calhoun Community College.
Kindergarten's a special year. It's the beginning of a student's education, and one teacher says she wants to be all a part of it. In fact, kindergarten is her favorite grade, and her colleagues can tell. Meet this week's top teacher, Casey Schrum from Madison County Elementary School. Welcome.
Ready?
To Casey Schrum's
Steady?
classroom.
Going.
The relationships that I'm able to form with these kids, they're so valuable.
It's a critical first year for her students.
I just love being able to be the person that sets that foundation for them to learn and grow and continue on.
It's Schrum's 4th year teaching, and 3 of those years she's taught kindergarten.
We did it! Kiss your brains.
Schrum does activities like these, counting in units of 10. Her goal is to be interactive.
All of the ways that we can incorporate games and fun into learning, it makes them remember it so much more easier.
Teaching the foundation of arithmetic, but also reading and writing too.
I mean, if they don't know any of their letters, any of their numbers, they're not going to be able to succeed into any other larger or bigger grades, I should say. In 1st grade, it's more all about, okay, now we know all of our letters and sounds, let's start spelling words.
Principal Kim Britton says Schrum's making an impact in more ways than one.
Her results the past few years have been phenomenal, and so we're really proud of the hard work that she does, not just
moving them to academic heights, but also helping them with their social emotional skills.
Shrum believes she provides a sense of security in her classroom.
A lot of them come from really rough backgrounds, and so it makes me feel amazing that I'm able to be that safe person and that's provide a safe place for them during the day.
Congratulations, Casey. Check out the moment she was surprised as top teacher and nominated deserving one at FOX54.com.
Now, across the country, interest in girls flag football has soared, especially here in the state of Alabama. Our very own Kanisha Dees catching up with a brand new program that's right here in the area.
Thank you, Mo. In a male-dominated sport, some ladies in Decatur say they are owning the field at the home of the Black Bears. They're on the Austin High School flag football team. It's a new team that's well into the first season. We get to meet some of the players on the field and one of their coaches. Here they are.
This team,
good job,
has joined the Tennessee Valley, and when they're on the field,
good job.
Their goal is to own it. Meet some of the players from the Austin High School flag football team.
My name is Mai Moten. I'm in the 12th grade and I play quarterback.
Hi, my name is Bailey Pitts and I am at Austin High School with the flag football team and I play wide receiver.
Kalia Mason, Austin Junior High School, strong safety.
Jada Billings, Austin High School, outside linebacker.
The team comprised of junior high and high school students.
It's an experience, like a full experience. We're all learning.
And they're learning more about something they love.
I enjoy it. I know I enjoy it. I love football. I love the sport itself.
And for some, it's something new.
I've been playing basketball since I was 5, so I just wanted to try something new and just get a feeling of a different sport.
And some say it's something edgy.
I feel like it gives girls different things to do.
The players appreciate the exposure.
When I joined the team, I didn't think it's gonna be like this. I thought it was gonna be not as known.
I really like the competitiveness because it makes everybody better. And it's just more fun when the competition is fierce.
But it's not all fierce.
And I love the coaches, they're very funny. We always say we can have a reality show.
I totally agree because it would be so entertaining to watch us. We're so hilarious. I consider myself kind of a leader on the team, not only because I'm a quarterback, but because I love these girls. I think they're good people, but I also want the team to be successful, and I think that starts with the individual.
Head coach, Coach Nakia Powell, pitched the idea to her colleagues, which now is a reality, with quite the record to start.
Region, we're 5-1, but overall we're 5-2. So it gives them an opportunity to show off their athleticism. These are some athletic young ladies, and I listen, this is my world. I can't imagine being anywhere else.
And neither can the girls.
I think we're a sisterhood. We argue, we joke around. It's fun. Majority, the good outweighs the bad for sure.
Very exciting season for these ladies. Well, their next game is next Thursday against both Columbia and Jemison High Schools. It's finally that time. Our very own Gabe Glassman is at Arx Mortis Haunted House in Killen, getting an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at how they make it all happen.
It has been a really fun day here at Arx Mortis. It's about to get not really fun for me, but we've seen how they make it. We've seen the in-depth from tech, everything. We've seen how to make the perfect scare actor character, and now, for some reason, I'm agreeing to this. We are about to go through a portion of the Dead Water Bayou. Now it's dark. It is pitch black. The only thing you see is me. There are scare actors somewhere around here, and I'm going to be looking around. I'm going to try and kind of describe it to you. And this place. Oh my God!
Darkness.
Hello!
Accept your place near the death of infinity.
I don't want to.
That's too bad, silly man, because you're going to.
Okay.
Right this way to your sacrifice.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. No, man, this is. Oh my. Kanisha, I hope you're watching. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is really, really cool. I'm looking behind me, and they really take a lot of care in what they do here. We went. Oh my God! Wow! Wow! As I was saying, they take a lot of care of what they do here. As I hear more rustling to my left, and from the scare actors, I went through them. They take 2.5 hours. The main makeup artist got here 3.5 hours before doors open. As we look right here, there's an animatronic. I would assume, I'm looking at this girl, I'm looking over here. There's so much intricacy that goes into it. We talk through, and really, from lighting to, oh my God, oh, wow, okay. look at this guy right here. Look at this guy right here. Yeah, let's take a look at him right here. Pop through the door. He doesn't want to pop through the door. He just wants to see me. Oh, hello. Okay. Nice to meet you, sir. We're going to keep on walking as we have to keep up with the time here. As we keep up with the time, I want to get to something really, really quickly. I'm not sure where it is, but they take so much care. I hear more knocking over here. Oh my God! Wow! Wow! Whoa! Look at that! Oh, what is that? What is that right there? Take a look. Oh my God! Wow! We're gonna keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Did you see the fog here? Everything here is really, really good. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's throwing up. Oh my God. Kanisha, this is horrible. Kanisha, I'm challenging you to do this.
Yes,
I'm challenging you to do this.
Take over from
as we
here.
kind of get through here.
Thank you, Gabe.
Okay, thank you, Kanisha. We'll see you back there.
You are a brave soul. I could not do that. Shout out to you and our producer, Katie, who made this all happen.
For even more local news coverage, including extended interviews and exclusive video content, be sure to log on to FOX54.com and get our mobile apps. FOX54 Plus is the home to the Week in Review and hours of original series, all for free on your Roku, Fire TV, and Apple devices. I'm Kim McCoy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.